Hello YouTube family and welcome back to Secrets and Confessions World. If you have discovered this channel today and you have fallen in love with the content that is made here, hit the subscribe button so that you do not miss out on any of the new videos that are going to be uploaded. Pardon me for not uploading on Monday. Today is Wednesday. I have been sick and I've been busy. Pardon me for that. Now I'm back to quench the thirst of the stories that you have been wanting to hear. But before you listen to the story, I need you to ask yourself this one question. What would you do if the person that you married, the person that you trusted with your future, your body and your life was not fully human? This is not a movie. This is not fiction. This is someone's real experience. Today's confession will disturb you. It will shock you. And by the end of it, you might question everything that you think you know about love, wealth, and spiritual darkness. If you are easily triggered, prepare yourself, because what you are about to witness is something that is not natural. Now, the story goes as follows. I watched a video about the girl who saw her man bent over by another man on your channel, and that pushed me to tell you my story. So, before we get down into detail, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This pushes the video to more people and make the channel grow. Hi, I am a 32-year-old woman who was married a few months ago. 8 months ago. But it ended in trauma, shock, and things I can never unsee. Not all the money you see in the world is as clean as people make it look. Some people kill for it, some scam for it, some steal it, and in my case, he jujurized it. In simple words, he got it through rituals that jeopardized my whole entire life. I really wanted to tell you the country that I am from, but I think it's better not to mention. Just know that I am from Africa. Telling this story is one of the hardest things I've ever done in the past months. It's heavy. It makes me emotional every single time. I had just graduated from university and I was looking for a job. I had good grades during that period. I met this amazing person, or so I thought. This guy was rich. I'm talking mansions, 2 big cars, one for the weekdays and one for the weekend. His life was perfect. I envied it, but luckily for me, he was after me, so I thought I wouldn't have to envy it anymore because it would become mine too. We dated for months. He expressed how he felt. Okay. Pardon me, I haven't read this story before, so I'm trying to make sense of things. Dated. So the definition of dating is getting to know somebody, all right? That makes sense. We dated for months. He expressed how he felt about me. I took my time to think about it and learned more about his background. His story was simple. He worked hard for everything he had. People from his area described him as a hardworking person. His family supported him, and I even got a little information from his sister, and everything was checked out. Little did I know that dating him would lead me into a life of misery. All right, courting him would lead me into a life of misery. We dated for 4.5 years. It was all roses and butterflies. Not once did he make me feel unimportant. He promised he would never touch me or have sonoro with me before marriage. And he kept his promise. He supported me in everything. He even helped me open the business I own today. After those years, he went to my family and asked for my hand in marriage. My family was happy because they had known him for years. Bride price negotiations were done. Families met, celebrations happened. We had a traditional wedding before the white wedding. The white wedding was grand, big, everyone was invited. Transport was provided, people ate, drank, and enjoyed themselves. I don't want to say the problem started there, but maybe I should have known. On our honeymoon, we were supposed to have sonoro for the first time in our relationship. My husband told me he didn't like having sonoro with the lights on. I assumed he was shy. After such a long time, I agreed. He just had sonoro. He's going to have sonoro after a very long time without having it. So probably he is shy. We had sonoro that night, but it was painful. I enjoyed it because the honeymoon nights are supposed to be special. The next morning, there was unusual fluids coming from my private area. I told him, and he said maybe it was because I hadn't had sonoro in a long time. It made sense at that time. But every time we had sonoro after that, the same thing happened. It became strange each time. Fast forward, 2 years into the marriage, no child. My parents were asking for a grandchild. His parents were asking for a grandchild too. We kept trying, or so I believed. One day I confronted him. We have been having sonoro, but still no child. He said maybe it's God's time. A child is a gift from God. It sounded spiritual, but now I see it differently. differently. I went for medical checkups and I was told I was 100% fertile. Yet his parents kept pestering me instead of questioning their son. Then came the night that changed my life forever. We were about to have sonoro sonoro again. As usual, the lights were off. Alright, so you have been having sonoro sonoro for the rest of the marriage with the lights off. I have always wanted to have sonoro sonoro with the lights on, to see my partner and to be seen. Slowly I reached out for the switch near the headboard and turned on the light. To my horror, my husband had transformed into something I cannot explain. Half dog, half human. My God. At first I froze, then I started screaming. He just stood there looking at me with those eyes. I grabbed my clothes and ran. I don't even know how far I ran before I passed out. When I woke up, I was back in that house. He said, honey, let me explain. Explain what? That I had been sleeping with something not fully human. He told me a story. I accepted it. My sister. Not because I was stupid, but because I knew that if he was capable of that, he was capable of worse. Living could cost me my life. In my country, they say that when witchcraft is exposed, it loses power. I thought maybe exposing it meant the dark side would release him. I was wrong. Love can make you do unbelievable things. I gave him another chance. We went back to normal. Yes, we had sonoro sonoro again after that trauma, and what happened next traumatized me even further. This man died on top of me. Whew. This is a lot to take in. Alright, this is only the first time that I'm reading this story. As I told you that I've been sick, I didn't get time to read stories. And reading this, and it seems like it's going to get darker and darker and darker. So you know what, I'm just gonna make this video to be part one of the story. So stay tuned for Friday's episode because I'm going to continue the story and finish it. Whew. This is a lot to take in. This is a lot to process. Let's meet again on Friday when we have refreshed, because I honestly do not have any comment on this video. But tell me, what would you do in this situation? Let's meet in the comment section, alright? Until we meet again, stay prayed and please protect yourself. Oh my God.